Hello and welcome to Waverley Basketball Stadium for the second game of this doubleheader. The Waverley Falcons and the Basketball Australia Centre of Excellence set to face off. The 6th place Falcons and the 8th place COE. The Falcons with a 4-3 record and the COE with a 4-4 record. Both teams playing their second game within 24 hours. The COE played at Knox last night, fell by 10 points. Meanwhile, the Falcons had a win over the Ringwood Hawks. They prevailed 97-86. DeAndre McWhorter was impressive with a double-double, 28 points and 10 rebounds for him. And Dylan Travis had another huge game, 27 points, 9 rebounds and 5 assists for him. Benny Lewis impressive as well with 16. The COE bringing a host of young stars in this afternoon. Lee, the young South Korean as well, recently committed to Davidson University over in the USA. So congratulations to him. We'll see him out here this afternoon. Made his debut in the NBL1 last night against Knox, scored 4 points. Half rebounds a game for the Centre of Excellence. We're just about set for tip-off here at Waverley Basketball Stadium. Benny Lewis to take the tip for the Falcons and Josh Coonan for the Centre of Excellence. Here we go, we're underway here for this round 6 NBL1 matchup. The Falcons come up with a first possession. Here's Michael Harper. Hands it off to Travis. He was big last night. Drives hard to the hoop and draws the foul and one. Dylan Travis. Will Tattersall has been given that foul there. Travis starting exactly where he left off last night. Strong drive to the hoop. As he can't get the N1 opportunity to drop. Here's Isaiah Lee. Over to Coonan. McWhorter defending him. Back out. And the 3-ball is good from Alex Dukas. His first bucket of the game. The leading scorer for this Centre of Excellence program. Here's Travis again. Isaiah Lee defending him. Over to Hancock. In for a ripping game this afternoon. Two teams right in the thick of it come finals time, we think. Michael Harper spinning to the ring. Nice move there from Michael Harper. Isaiah Lee hands it off to Coonan, who mishandles it. But Dukas can't keep it in, unfortunately, for the Centre of Excellence. So it'll be Waverley ball. Bit of an unnecessary turnover there for the COE. Both teams got their offense flowing early on here. And down low to McWhorter, who goes straight at Tattersall. Geez, he's going to be hard to stop today. DeAndre McWhorter got a really tangible strength advantages. The fumbled steal attempt sees Alex Dukas with his second bucket of the game already and one opportunity. Chance to go to the line for one more. So the foul on Michael Harper. Dukas with a chance to make it 6 quick points already. And he does just that. Lewis, oh, lovely pass from Lewis to Travis. How about that? Perfectly placed. Defender of Excellence. Lee thought about it, drives baseline, strong drive to the hoop, but can't convert. And McWhorter cleans it up for Waverley. Benny Lewis thought about shooting it, now drives, pulls up. Tough shot there from Lewis. Dukas will bring it down. Here is Dukas. Coonan. Harper on Lee. Very good defender is Michael Harper. Just lets it fly to Hunter Goodrick. No good on that occasion. And geez, Poor turnover there from the Falcons. Just a bit of a miscommunication there between Dylan Travis and his two Falcons teammates there on the wing. Hot start early. Falcons are 4 of 5 from the field already, just 2 minutes into this game. Tattersall comes around the Talbot screen. He's just checked in. Here's Lee, over to Goodrick. Thought about popping it. He'll pull up with DeAndre McWhorter right there. Good contest from McWhorter. Tough to shoot over him. So McWhorter drawing fouls, and you feel like height-wise, certainly the COE can match him, but such a strong man, and I'm sure the Falcons will want to run a lot of what they do today through DeAndre McWhorter. And here's Travis. He'll pull up from the baseline. The mid-range jumper drops for Travis. He's hot early. The Falcons continue their hot start here. 5 of 6 as Goodrick driving. Travis got a hand in. It's a travel on Goodrick, and you feel like Dylan Travis's reach in there probably caused that. Good defense. Isaiah Lee thinking about pressing up. Benny Lewis there to assist the Waverley point guard. They make their way through. Here's Lewis back to Travis at the top. Shot clock at 12. Travis directing traffic. Here's Lewis. Jeez, and Duke has got a hand in there. It'll stay with Waverley. 5 left on the shot clock. Here's Lewis. He's going to have to shoot. Pulls up, step back. The 3 no good on that occasion. And Travis, geez, working hard to keep that one in. And Michael Harper is going to run out of real estate. So it'll be COE ball. Hunter Goodrick to inbound. Michael Harper did well to fight hard for that loose ball, but just run out of space. Here's Lee. Back to Dukas. Harper defending the leading scorer for the COE and Dukas. He tries to split the double and he's fouled. Even early on you can sense that the Falcons know the importance of trying to shut down young Alex Dukas. Already attracting a lot of attention. 6 points to his name already. Chris Arkell checks in for Waverley. Michael Harper takes a rest after some high energy couple of minutes from him. Here's Lee, comes around the Talbot screen, and there's an offensive foul. Illegal screen, says the referee. It's been a fun game of basketball so far. Only 3.5 minutes into this one. Looks like we're set for a really entertaining game of NBL1 basketball. Here's Dylan Travis. Chris Arkell just checked into the game moments ago. Over to McWhorter at the top. Talbot giving him a bit of space. Sets the screen for Travis. He'll pull up from the mid-range. That one drops for Dylan Travis. And he's 3 of 3 to start this game. Here's Hunter Goodrick. Out to Lee. Thought about shooting it. Gets around Arkell. Throws up the alley-oop attempt to Talbot. And then he gets the N1 attempt on the second go. Nice little pass there from Lee to set up Talbot. It's a very impressive athlete, is Banjo Talbot. Just watching him in the warm-ups, there's a lot of size about him and moves with a lot of vigour. As he gets the free throw to drop. Here's Arkell. Passes through to Benny Lewis. Got a couple of COE defenders on him. Risky cross-court pass, but makes it. Hancock's open in the corner. No good on that attempt. McWhorter comes up with the board and muscles his way through for 2. DeAndre McWhorter, tough to stop in that situation. Here's Josh Bannon, checked in for the first time. Isaiah Lee again. Over to Dukas. Gets around a defender. Here's Dennis as well, checking in for the first time. Bannon's got a bit of space here and he converts. Keon Dennis had 8 points and 4 rebounds last night against the Raiders. Josh Bannon with his NBL1 debut in the COE uniform as well last night. Played 10 minutes as Travis finally comes back down to earth as the forward passes off for Bannon. Just a little bit too much mayo on it that time, so it's Waverley ball. 14-11, 5 minutes into this game. Both teams shooting over 50% from the field so far. Here's Arkell at the high post. Looking for a teammate. Opts to hand it off to Lewis. Driving hard left, Lewis. That might be goaltending, and I think it is. Benny Lewis, basket will count. Chance for one more. And I'm not sure whether that one was actually going to go in the basket, so it might have been an ill-advised block attempt, to say the least, from the COE. Timeout on the floor. 16-11 here with 4:46 remaining in the first period. The Falcons leading. Dylan Travis has been hot early with 8 points. DeAndre McWhorter as well, threatening to take control of this game with 4. Meanwhile, Alex Dukas, one of the young stars for the COE and in the NBL1. 6 points to his name already. 21 a game this season. Had 31 last night. And Banjo Talbot with 3 as well. Looks like we are in for a really entertaining game of basketball this afternoon. The COE looking to go above 500. And with the Falcons sitting at 4-3, a chance to go 2 games above 500 and move up into potentially the top 4. Sitting in 6th at the moment. Been a pretty impressive start to the NBL1 season for the Falcons. Obviously making the jump from the Big V competition, and they've looked right at home here early on. Brought in a couple of big signings in the off-season which have helped their cause to go along with some of their pre-existing players. So Benny Lewis, chance to convert the and one play. And Lewis gets it to go. Of course, he had a really impressive buzzer beater at the end of the first half last night. You might have caught it on the NBL1 socials. He's very calm and collected about it as well. Didn't expect anything less from himself. Josh Bannon driving in, tries to give it to Talbot. No good. Here comes Dylan Travis. He can explode to the rim if he wants, and he does. Goes hard, but blocked by Alex Dukas. 2 shots, though. The foul is called. Dukas looks a little bit perplexed, but it won't matter. Travis to the charity stripe for 2. Couple of substitutions here for the COE. Dukas and Talbot to check out. Coonan checking back in, and Josh Giddey making his first appearance in this one. Had 7 points, couple of rebounds and a couple of dimes last night against Knox. Just averaging about 10 minutes a game so far this season. It was really impressive for Vic Metro in the under-18 AJCs just last month. One of the key reasons they were able to come away with the national championship. Here's Bannon driving hard. Geez, got McWhorter with the pump fake. The shot is off though. McWhorter did just enough to worry him out of it. Travis now to go back the other way. 9 points already. Arkell can pull up here. Plenty of space, although it was a bit short. Hancock with the board. Hands it off to Arkell. And that one goes down for Chris Arkell. The floater was never in doubt. His lead, he's pushing the pace already. Very quick point guard for the COE. Keon Dennis driving on Hancock. Doubled by McWhorter and Hancock. Back to Giddey and turned over. Dylan Travis. Wonderful defensive play from Travis. Passes ahead to McWhorter and he gets it to go for the Falcons. Beautifully run fast break there from Dylan Travis to come up with that steal. Here's Giddey. A young, lengthy point guard. Got great court vision. And geez, that will be an offensive foul on Josh Coonan by the looks. A legal screen. So all of a sudden, the Falcons are out to an 11-point lead here. Dylan Travis and McWhorter are both looking really dangerous for the Falcons at the moment. Here he is again, Dylan Travis. He's picked up his dribble back to Chris Arkell. Really handy player off the bench for the Falcons is Chris Arkell. Finds Hancock wide open in the corner and he makes him pay. Another 3-pointer for the Waverley Falcons, and it's 25-11, timeout COE. They've got a fair bit to talk about here. The Falcons are on point so far in this round 6 matchup. Travis has been outstanding so far for the Falcons. The COE need to really limit his influence. McWhorter with 6. He's going to be hard to stop this afternoon, but I feel like Travis has really had an impact. Dukas with an early 6 points as well for the COE. Coach Adam Capehorn with a little bit to talk about with his troops here after a pretty bad couple of minutes. It was just about bucket for bucket the first 5. And the Falcons are in the bonus as well with 3 minutes and 6 seconds remaining here. Meanwhile, they've committed 3 fouls of their own as we see Dylan Travis just practicing his 3-throw routine. He looks locked in today, ready to go. Ready to take his form from last night into today. Of course, 27 points last night in Ringwood. Geez, strong screen. Unblocked. Men at the apex. DeAndre McWhorter said no. Josh Giddey, aggressive driving to the bucket, but geez, great D from McWhorter. Here he is again. Hancock again open in the corner. Can't get the same result. Travis just coming in from nowhere to attempt the tip in. Geez, athletic point guard, isn't he? And he will go to the 3-throw line. Will Dylan Travis. Just skied in there for that offensive rebound. First one was quite a ways off for Travis. Chance to get into double digits already in this first period. And the second one just bobbles out. So 0 of 2, unfortunately, on that trip for Dylan Travis. Here's Giddey again. What can he do? Back out to Bannon. Opts against handing it off. Tries to give it to Coonan, but run out of real estate as Benny Lewis comes up with it for Waverley. He's pushing the pace ahead to Travis. Here he is again. He's everywhere at the moment. Benny Lewis is wide open from 3. A little short, though. Giddey comes up with it straight away ahead to Keon Dennis. Got a couple of Waverley bigs there to stop him, and they will have to corral. But Giddey can shoot it if he wants. Opts against it. Puts up the floater. A little flat, though, on that occasion. So McWhorter now. Still a 14-point margin here. 2 minutes remaining in the first period. Dylan Travis, the star of the game so far. McWhorter. Shot clock winding down. Oh, what a pass from Benny Lewis. And McWhorter can't finish, though. Geez, good vision from Lewis. Here comes Taron Armstrong. Forcing the issue is Keon Dennis. What a reverse lay-in there. Well-run fast break from the centre of excellence. Here's Travis. He's driving hard to the rim. And he's again drawn the foul for the Waverley Falcons. He's wreaking havoc at the moment, is Dylan Travis. In the open floor especially, just explodes to the ring. Tim Leasing checking in for the first time for Waverley as Josh Bannon and Keon Dennis check out for the centre of excellence. And here is Lee, the young South Korean, over here with the NBA Global Academy. Checking in for the first time as Dylan Travis gets it to go. He'll be keen to make up for his efforts at the last trip to the charity stripe. There's 2 of 2 there. Dean Neville also checking in for the first time in this one. Here's Hunter Goodrick back in. Armstrong, Leasting defending him. Coonan driving hard on Neville. Finds a gap to the bucket and takes advantage. Josh Coonan. Geez, Lee just coming in hard there with the double. Here's Leasting in the corner. All of a sudden the COE are upping their defensive intensity. Travis again. What can he do? Picks up his dribble, gives to Arkell, who thought about it. Hands it off to Neville. Good D from the COE, and they've come up with the steal here. Hunter Goodrick. They've got numbers. What's he going to do, Hunter Goodrick? Over to Lee, who gives it to Armstrong in the corner. Can hit the 3 ball. Over to Giddey. The floater drops for Josh Giddey. Good ball movement there from the centre of excellence. And they've cut the margin to 10 points here with 40 seconds remaining. Benny Lewis passes it ahead. Chris Arkell slows it down. Travis nearly popped the 3. Falcons at the moment. 13 points in the game for Dylan Travis. Coonan with the screen. Remaining, Travis down to Lewis. Time running out. Lewis into Arkell, puts it up just in time, and it drops for the Waverley Falcons to close the first period. 31-17 at the end of one. The Falcons with an electric first period, led by none other than their point guard, Dylan Travis, with 13 points. McWhorter with 6. Benny Lewis there with the bucket at the end. He's got 3 points. Meanwhile, from the COE perspective, they've just struggled to contain the Waverley offense so far. Dukas had an early 6 points. Both teams shooting the ball at a really high clip. Waverley shooting at 62%, but they've gone 1 of 7 from beyond the arc. And the Centre of Excellence are being pretty selective, meanwhile, with their 3-point shooting. 4 of 8 from the free throw line as well. Probably you'd want a bit better than that as well for the Falcons. DeAndre McWhorter, the leading rebounder in the game, with 4. And Josh Giddey as well with 3 for the COE. Some of the young stars here of Australian basketball on show. The Centre of Excellence. They've been pretty good this NBL1 season, and look, it should be mentioned as well, they've got a tough road. I mean, they've only got 2 homestands this season, so they play the majority of their season on the road, and that's often in the form of a doubleheader, with some weekends they're unable to play due to various commitments, such as the national championships and various national team duties. They're out here on their doubleheader in Melbourne this weekend in the southeast. Played Knox last night, fell by 10. And here they are today at Waverley Basketball Stadium to play the Falcons. Of course, over the weekend we actually saw a nice little feature go up on Fox Sport News by none other than Josh Garlop, who put together a beautiful piece really highlighting what they do down there at the COE and the NBA Global Academy. Such a successful program, and when you think back through a lot of our stars we've had here in Australia in the game of basketball, you name it, they went to the COE. It has a long history of producing stars, and we could be seeing the next line right here. Here's Armstrong to start things off. Lee. Leasting on him. Here's Coonan. What will he do here? Neville on him. Coonan wants to isolate. Drives baseline. Lovely reverse little lay-in. Didn't drop though. Neville did well to worry him out of it. Travis now. Slows it down. Coonan right up on him. Travis electric in the first period. Lewis to Arkell. Leasting comes around with the handoff. Good D from the COE, but Leasting drives hard to the bucket. Lovely pass to Dylan Travis, and he converts. Well done, Tim Leasting, to find a cutting Travis there. Armstrong. Over to Dukas. 31 points last night. Goodrick lets it fly. Not on that occasion, though. 33-17, the Falcons opening up a pretty commanding lead here early in the second, as Dylan Travis again driving hard to the rim. Good D, though, from Josh Coonan. Travis has been having his way so far, but worried out of it on that occasion. Lee is wide open in the corner. Can't make him pay, though. Neville comes up with a board. Travis once again for Waverley has really helped them out to this early lead, as Neville lets it fly from the mid-range. Dean Neville, his first points in the afternoon. Here's Coonan at the top. Drops it off to Lee. Tries to give it back to Coonan, but turns it over as Leasting gets a hand in. Here comes Lewis, and Travis once again exploding to the rim as Arkell finds his way in for an easy 2. Dylan Travis is just commanding this Waverley offense at the moment, and it's out to a 20-point margin here with 8 minutes remaining in the first half. Alex Dukas, Travis right up on him. Here's Armstrong. Coonan again. We saw him in this situation before. Couldn't convert, though. Here's Goodrick. And Armstrong lets it fly. Just a little strong on that occasion. Here's Leasting. Coonan not afraid to press right up on the Waverley offense. Arkell has had a couple of buckets off the bench. Travis finding a wide open Leasting, and Leasting nothing but net. Dylan Travis just attracting attention and making him pay. 5 assists as well to go along with 15 points. It's been outstanding so far. He's Armstrong. 23 points is the margin so early in this first half, and Dukas lets it fly. No good though. Travis, oh what a pass to Benny Lewis. Dylan Travis is having his way at the moment for the Falcons. Assist number 6 for the Waverley point guard. Nice pass into Goodrick. Just can't get it to go. The COE cannot get a bucket at the moment. They're really struggling on the offensive end. Meanwhile, this man pulls up. He is feeling it at the moment, Dylan Travis. Wow, 17 points he's up to. What a display we've been treated to this afternoon. Was on fire last night against Ringwood and has picked up right where he left off. Lee will let it fly from the wing. That one a little to the right. Coonan, though, has front position, and he'll go to the line for 2. Good work there from Josh Coonan. So Isaiah Lee and Will Tattersall to check in. Lee and Taron Armstrong checking out for the COE. Dylan Travis checking out. And the bench congratulates him because he has been fantastic. 44-17, the scoreline reads at the moment. Would not have picked this coming into this game. Was expecting a really close one. Plenty of time for the COE to get back into it as well as Coonan goes 2 of 2 from the line. Banjo Talbot techs in as Coonan comes out. Geez, risky pass from Benny Lewis. It's worked though. Here's Hancock. He'll pull up from the mid-range. That one just can't drop. So here's Dukas. Can they take advantage with Travis now off the floor? Driving hard is Dukas. What an impressive layup there. Hanging and scooping in the air for Alex Dukas. That was an athletic finish on transition from the COE leading scorer. Dean Neville hands it off to Hancock. His handles occasionally, just gets it to Neville. Back to Hancock. He shoots the corner 3. Good contest from Isaiah Lee, though. And Tattersall comes up with the rebound. Got Leasting defending him. Over to Dukas. Talbot with the screen. Oh, lovely pass to Talbot, but he mishandles. And here goes Arkell. Benny Lewis there. Dukas defending him. Benny Lewis drives straight in and throws it off the head, unfortunately, of Matthew Hancock. Was forcing the issue there, Benny Lewis, and did find his man, but unfortunately, Matthew Hancock copped a bit of a falcon on that occasion. As Blake Jones checks into the game for the first time for the COE. Hunter Goodrick checking out. Here's Lee. Oh, good pass there to a cutting Dukas. Jeez, did well there, but McHorter worried him out of it. That one will pop in for Banjo Talbot, who once again working hard underneath the ring. So a couple of buckets in a row here for the COE. It's back to a 21-point margin. Waverley still well and truly in control. Over to Benny Lewis. McHorter trying to post up on the smaller Tattersall. And they've called the foul on Tattersall. Just trying to stop McHorter from getting that post opportunity there. So both teams only on 1 foul at this point of the game, halfway through the second period. Leasting checks out for Waverley. Some good minutes from him. Hit a 3. Harper to inbound for the Falcons. Here's Travis. He's back into the game. What can he do here, Dylan Travis? Pulls up with the running floater, and everything is dropping at the moment for Dylan Travis. He is on fire in this game. Here's Alex Dukas. Here's another player who can also catch heat at any moment. Over to Isaiah Lee. Drives baseline on Travis into Talbot. McHorter there, though, to corral him. Dukas defended well by Lewis. Oh, lovely pass there to Banjo Talbot, who misses the dunk. Disappointing for the COE. Here's Hancock. And another foul on Will Tattersall. So
frustrating one for the COE. Was definitely an unneeded foul as Talbot checks out. Timeout, in fact, on the floor. And Dylan Travis, he cannot miss at the moment. Up to 19 points in this game. Now, I don't have his field goal percentage in front of me, but I can only imagine that he's just about not missed a shot in this game. He has been everywhere. 46-23, the Waverley Falcons, they are clicking on all cylinders at the moment. It was a very frustrating game last week for them against the Geelong Supercats here at home. Didn't quite go the way they would have planned. It was about a 30-point margin in the end in that one, but after a win last night in Ringwood, they've come out here against the COE looking red hot. Adam Capehorn with a lot to talk about with his young men over there on the COE bench. Dukas, the leading scorer, with 8. Talbot has been active with 5. Missed the dunk attempt on the last play, but he's been making an impact for the Centre of Excellence. The 5 for the Falcons, Travis McCorder, Hancock, Harper and Benny Lewis. And for the COE, Blake Jones stays in the game. Josh Bannon checks in alongside Josh Giddy, and Alex Dukas and Isaiah Lee also remain in for the COE. Here's Lewis to inbound. Travis now. Harper into McCorder. He's got Bannon down low on the post, and geez, DeAndre McCorder, that's a grown man's move, and turns it over. Josh Bannon, geez, disappointing for the COE. Hancock can't make him pay though. Bannon erases his error there. Pushing the pace, here's Josh Giddy into Blake Jones. Lovely pass from Giddy. Blake Jones takes advantage. 48-25. Chaotic bit of play there from the COE as Hancock thought about passing to Harper, rather. So there's a foul on Isaiah Lee. The third team foul for the Centre of Excellence with 3:51 remaining in this second period. Chris Arkell checking into the game for Benny Lewis. Here's Travis once again. Isaiah Lee with a big defensive job on him this afternoon. Could be the key to their chances of coming back. Here's Hancock again in the corner. Already hit one from that exact spot. Opts to pass it back out to Travis. He wants the screen. Has to shoot it. That's a deep 3. And geez, wow, well done there from Matthew Hancock to force the offensive rebound. Just flew in there. And Dylan Travis nearly got that one to go as he pulls up from the mid-range. Not on that attempt. So a couple of misses for Travis. Everything has been falling for him so far as Lee tries to drive. Bannon's right wide open at the top, and he gets that one to drop for the COE. Much needed 3-pointer for them. And it's back to a 20-point game here. Travis. Arkell. McCorder's been impressive. Harper down low, blocked by Blake Jones. Good D from the Queenslander. Here's Isaiah Lee. Bannon hit a 3 on the last possession, driving into Lee, and he nearly runs out of bounds. Jones now driving on Hancock. The hook shot is no good for Blake Jones. 2:42 remaining. Giddy with the job on Travis. They switch. Here's Bannon on him. Arkell back to Travis. McCorder's trying to post up on Jones and does. What can he do here? DeAndre McCorder gets the offensive rebound. Got about 4 players on him and he makes them pay. And one. DeAndre McCorder cannot be stopped down low at the moment. He's up to 10 points in the game. Chance to go to the line for one more. What a sight that was. It was 4 Centre of Excellence players trying to stop the big fella. But it wasn't enough. He just muscled his way up. Gets the 3 throw to drop for Waverley. And they're pushing it ahead to Blake Jones. Back out to Coonan. Here's Dukas who'll let it fly, and he makes it drop. Can't give him that much space. Alex Dukas, he'll make you pay. Remains as a 20-point margin. COE responding with a three-pointer of their own. Different method, same result. Here's Harper. Oh, lovely pass to a cutting Hancock. Nice V-cut, but Travis comes up with it. Another 2 points for Dylan Travis. He's breached the 20-point mark. 21 for him in the game. Here's Bannon. He's got plenty of space. Thought about it. Lee. Dukas again. Shoots the three. Alex Dukas a little strong. Here's Travis. Holds it up. And doubling Dylan Travis now, so you thought this was coming at some point. 21 points already to his name, Dylan Travis. McWhorter going to the hole and one. That's going to be his fourth and one of the game already. McWhorter cannot be stopped down low at the moment. Taron Armstrong to check back in for the COE, and the Falcons make a host of changes as Dylan Larkin checks in for the first time. Leasting's back in as well. So is Benny Lewis. And it's just been the duo of McWhorter and Travis who have been the difference. They started last night for the Falcons, 28 points and 27 points respectively for the pair as they beat the Hawks. And, well, it's the same thing is happening here in this game as it's a 25-point margin as the first half comes to a close. The Falcons with one of their best first half of the season as Dukas drives hard to the bucket. He draws the foul for two.
Foul called on number 22 for the Falcons, Benny Lewis. That's his first personal foul.
So the Falcons are in the bonus while they've given up 2 fouls of their own. Dukas has been impressive in this one. Such a lethal shooter. Hit a 3 moments ago. Of course, 31 last night against Knox. Leasting. Over to Larkin. Lewis will settle things down now. There's a minute remaining in this one. Nearly ready for the halftime break. Arkell into McWhorter. This is the situation the Falcons want. And good D there from the COE. Blake Jones just coming in over the top. Leasting will shoot this one, though, and he can't get it to go on that occasion. Good help D from Blake Jones. It's the first time McWhorter hasn't been able to convert in that situation. And here is Blake Jones. Leasting on him. Forces him baseline. Armstrong back out to Dukas. He drives hard. Strong move from the young man. No good, though, on that occasion. Coonan comes up with it. Leasting, though, will let it go out of bounds. So what's the call from the referee? Waverley ball. And the referees have got themselves in a bit of a pickle here. So what will the decision be? I think it's going to stay with the COE. And indeed it will. So a bit of confusion. Leasting let it go out of bounds. Thought it was off the COE. 26 seconds remaining here. Armstrong. Young Tasmanian. Over to Dukas. He shoots it. Dukas fires and he scores. Alex Dukas once again. Balling this weekend here in Melbourne. He's got 47 points within 24 hours, Alex Dukas. 31 last night. Here he is again. Comes up with the board. Lets it fly at the end of the half. Jeez, that one nearly dropped. It's a 20-point game here at the end of the first half. 56-36. The Waverley Falcons outstanding there. Dylan Travis was unbelievable. He's the game's leading scorer with 21, while DeAndre McWhorter was just putting on a clinic down low. At one point, attracted 4 defenders and still got the and one opportunity. Just really proving that he is the grown man out there amongst the young men of the COE. So with 10 minutes here at the halftime break, we'll take a break. We'll be back in about 5 or so minutes to bring you the second half of this Waverley Falcons vs COE Round 6 NBL1 matchup. See you then.
Welcome back to Waverley Basketball Stadium for the start of the second half here between the Falcons and the Centre of Excellence. It's a 20-point margin here as we enter the second half. The Falcons playing fantastic basketball at the moment. If you're just tuning in, Dylan Travis has been electric with 21. Mick Horter as well has been dominant down low with 14. Meanwhile for the COE, the young man Alex Dukas, he lets it fly whenever he has an inch of space. He's a great shooter and he has 16 to his name. One of the young stars for this Centre of Excellence program. And so many as well for this team. Bringing a full 12-man roster on this road trip and everyone seeing some court time. Youngjung Lee from South Korea, recently committed to Davidson University. He's here as well, made his NBL1 debut last night. So we're set to get underway. Travis and Hancock in the game along with Michael Harper, Benny Lewis and DeAndre McCorder for the Centre of Excellence. Dukas, Isaiah Lee, Hunter Goodrick, Will Tattersall and Josh Coonan. Here we go. We're underway for the second half of action. Here's Travis. Benny Lewis, good pass into Michael Harper. Great vision there from the Waverley veteran. Of course, spent stints in the Big V with the Falcons in the past as well. Coonan. Over to Goodrick, open in the corner. A little short though. McCorder takes care of business for the Falcons. Here's Travis. Huge first half. What can he do here? McCorder with the screen. Isaiah gets around. McCorder thought about the three. Coonan makes him second guess it. Here's Lewis. Over to Harper, who will let it fly. A little short though. So Coonan now trying to give it to Dukas, but Michael Harper, such a great defender, is denying the star shooter for the COE. We've seen him do it before. Trey Armstrong, when they played the Thunder, was on fire in that game, and Michael Harper just denied him for most of the second half, and he didn't score a bucket as Benny Lewis lets it fly from deep. So I like this move from the Waverley coaching staff. Here's Tattersall to Isaiah Lee. Back out to Tattersall. Goodrick to Dukas. See what he can do here. 16 points to his name. Jeez, what a lovely spin move. Alex Dukas, no! Josh Coonan nearly tips it in. It was a pretty move from Alex Dukas. Not on that occasion, though. McCorder spinning. Jeez, good D from Alex Dukas to get a hand in there. Tough against the size of DeAndre McCorder. Coonan driving to the bucket and he gets it to go. He falls to the floor. But 2 points for the young man. Benny Lewis. It's a 20-point margin here. Just 2 minutes into the second half. Here's Hancock. Over to Travis. McCorder with this screen. Travis thought about pulling up and he gives it to McCorder for the three ball. Tattersall, though, cleans it up for the COE. Isaiah Lee. Over to Dukas. He'll let it fly. I think he had a foot on the line there. No good, though. McCorder, another rebound for him. He's up to 6 in the game. Josh Coonan with 6 points of his own. Michael Harper lets it fly for 3. 23-point margin here. Big three-pointer from Michael Harper. Goodrick. Alex Dukas straight away attacking, drawing the foul. Alex Dukas was hoping he'd be taking a trip to the free-throw line, but the referee deemed it to be before the shot as Banjo Talbot checks back in for Josh Coonan. And Alex Dukas, even with Michael Harper bearing down on him, continues to have an influence in this game. Hasn't scored yet, though, in this second half. Here he is right now. Talbot comes with the screen, splits the double. Lovely move from Alex Dukas. Cutting to the rim, and wow. This kid can play. McCorder. Thought about handing it off. Will fire. Same spot as the last one. Same result, though. A little strong on that occasion as Travis nearly comes up with it. Jeez. Bit of an awkward fall on. Jeez, I hope you haven't injured himself here. Looks a bit ginger. Clutched his knee originally.
What's the go here with Dylan Travis? We'd hate to see his afternoon finish early. He's going to stay in the game, though, I think. Got a bit of a limp about him, but will play on. So that's good news for Waverley. Benny Lewis having a bit of a laugh with Alex Dukas. He's set to inbound the ball. Here we go. Dylan Travis. Looks pretty good to me. Here he is right now driving and dishing out to Harper. He hit a three just moments earlier. That one falls in for Michael Harper. Back-to-back threes. Friendly roll, his shooter's roll there for Michael Harper. Here's Taron Armstrong back in the game now for the COE. Tattersall down to Bannon, moving the ball quick. Benny Lewis defending him. Bannon, the little hook shot, no good, but Talbot comes up with it. He's doubled down low. Gets it out to Taron Armstrong. Hancock defending him. Comes around the Talbot screen. What can he do here? Geez, he's got Josh Bannon with a world of space and can't get it to go as it comes off the backboard out of bounds. 24-point margin. The COE, if they're to mount a comeback, they best make their move soon. Here's Travis to Lewis. COE flirting with a press here, but they get out of it as Travis in a bit of pressure. Benny Lewis to the rack, and that'll be 2 shots for him as he draws the foul on young Banjo Talbot.
Foul called on at number 46, Banjo Talbot, for the Centre of Excellence. That's his 4th personal foul.
4th personal already for Banjo Talbot. He's been really involved in the action this afternoon. First one drops for Benny Lewis. That's his 6th point of the game. Has 4 assists as well. Has just been watching his teammates, and Travis and Mick Horter really have their way out there and has pretty willingly allowed them to take control because they have led the Falcons to this big lead. Here's Bannon. Need a bucket. Dukas looks a bit sore. His shoe has come undone. So here's Talbot. Tattersall. Got Hancock with the fake. Here's Bannon. He'll let it fly. That one drops for Josh Bannon. Josh Bannon up to 8 points now in the game. 50% from the field in this one. Meanwhile, DeAndre McWhorter is working on a double-double currently. 14 points and 8 rebounds for him. Travis with 21, 4 rebounds and 6 assists. Here is Travis. Taron Armstrong defending hard there. They switch with Bannon. Now, they're going to have to double McWhorter here, and they do. No, he goes down low to Benny Lewis. Tough move from Benny Lewis, trying to get the reverse lay-in to go, but Benny Lewis comes up with a steal. Good effort there, and Harper will let it fly. Already hit 2 this quarter, make it 3. Michael Harper, 9 quick points here in the 3rd period. The Waverley Falcons are running away with this one. McWhorter comes up with the steal, the big fella, off to the races. What can he do here? Oh, misses the dunk, but Harper cleans it up. Another bucket for Michael Harper. Offensive explosion of some sorts for the guard. Timeout on the floor. It's nearly a 30-point margin at the moment, 71-43. Bit of a disappointing showing from the COE, who have been pretty good this NBL1 season, but look at the moment like they are set to drop to below 500. Currently sitting with a 4-4 record, with the Falcons sitting in 6th with a 4-3. 28 points is the margin. Dukas leading the COE and scoring with 18. Only 2 points in this quarter, though. Travis and McWhorter yet to score in the quarter as well. And Harper has exploded here in the 3rd period. All of a sudden, he is the 3rd leading scorer in this game with 15 points of his own. Been very influential in this 3rd period. Both teams have hit 5 3-pointers apiece. Falcons shooting 26% from the 3-point line, but Harper's 3 triples in quick succession has brought that number back up to some extent. Falcons, meanwhile, are shooting 53% from the field compared to the COE's 39%. So therein lies some of the issues for the COE rather. And the Falcons have also attempted 14 more field goals at this point in the game. So a few offensive rebounds, steals, creating extra opportunities for the Falcons. That's helping as well. Here's Josh Giddey, who's checked back into the game. Finding his way down to the low block, gives it back to Armstrong, throws up the floater. That one rattles out though, and Waverley cleans it up. Lewis ahead to Travis. Yet to score in this third period, but dominant in the first half. Jones taps it out so Travis can recommence his dribble. Here's Dean Neville. Over to Benny Lewis. The pass was just a little bit left and Benny Lewis couldn't handle it. So it's a turnover. The COE take it. 4 minutes 20 remaining and it's almost out of reach for them, but you never know. Quick 10 to 12-0 run could change things. Here's Taron Armstrong round the Coonan screen. Over to Giddey. He can fire from the top and that one just rims out for Josh Giddey. Lewis for the Falcons. One of the best haircuts in the NBL1, by the way. Benny Lewis. Oh, lovely pass inside to Lewis. Back out to Arkell. Moving the ball quickly is Chris Arkell into Dylan Travis. Good D from Taron Armstrong. No, it's 2 shots. Drawn the foul has Dylan Travis. Taron Armstrong did everything there to try and stop Travis, but was ruled a foul by the referee. Bit of body contact. So a chance to make it a 30-point margin here as he makes the first. Travis, nothing but net from the free-throw line. Up to 23 points in the game as he checks out. Tim Leasting replacing him for the Falcons. Over to Taron Armstrong. Coonan. He's been involved for the COE. Here's Giddey. Impressive youngster, of course, son of Warwick Giddey. Former Melbourne Tigers player in the NBL back in the 1990s. He turns it over. Harper ahead to Lewis. Geez, made him work for that, and he's fouled. Taron Armstrong got him from behind there. Lewis will go to the line for 2 shots. Now, I hope I haven't got that one mistaken about Warwick Giddey. He could have actually been around in the 2000s as well. It is a bit before my time. But Josh Giddey, a really impressive youngster. Lewis gets the first one to drop, so this Waverley Falcons lead continues to extend here. Disappointing afternoon, really, for the COE, and just having a look at their bench, they look pretty dejected. They had a real crack last night against the Knox Raiders, fell by 10 points in that one, but they've looked right at home in this NBL1 competition for the most part. Obviously having 4 victories to their name already. Here's Giddey running the point guard position. Jones hands it back to Giddey. Coonan rolling. He had a bit of space there, but they've missed that opportunity. Now into Coonan with Neville on him. What can he do here, Josh Coonan? Nice D from Dean Neville. Worried him out of it there. Veteran player Dean Neville. Long-time player with the Falcons. Here's Chris Arkell. Here is Dean Neville. Could have shot that if you wanted. Here, Leasting now. Back out to Lewis. Pulls up from 3. Benny Lewis drops it in for the Waverley Falcons. And this Falcons lead continues to grow. COE need a bucket. Giddey spinning and not winning on that occasion as he goes to the line for 2. So draws the foul. Nice aggressive play there from Josh Giddey.
That's his first personal foul. 2 free throws coming up for Josh Giddey.
That one's good for Giddey. Averages 5 points a game. 2.5 rebounds and a couple of assists as well. Coming off the COE bench as he makes both. Dean Neville, they're pushing up here, the COE. They're forcing the press. They break it though, the Falcons. Lewis directing traffic over to Leasting at the top. He's got Blake Jones on him. Passes it down to Chris Arkell. Lewis made a 3 in the last one and pops this one. That one, though, a little off. Larkin coming in, and it will stay with the COE. Crashing the boards nicely there, Dylan Larkin, as he's checked back into the game just moments ago. And now the COE's turn to make a few substitutions. Banjo Talbot back into the game, along with Josh Bannon, Blake Jones, and Josh Coonan heading out. So it's a 33-point margin here with 2 minutes remaining in the third period. Has not gone the way that the COE would have envisioned. The work of Travis and McCorder early got them out to the lead, and the likes of Michael Harper and Chris Arkell have continued that work here in the third period. Talbot with the screen, Dukas with the ball. He's been good. Here's Giddy. Out to Bannon. Thought about letting it fly. Has a chance to drive and does. Nice little step-through move from Josh Bannon. He's been good off the COE bench today. Hit a 3 as well. Here's Travis. They go to double him. They want the ball out of his hands, do the COE. Larkin will pull up from the mid-range. And the 2 is good for Dylan Larkin. Here is Bannon. Could have shot it from the mid-range. Josh Giddy, though, will reset things. Keon Dennis back into the game as well for the COE. Giddy pulls up from the free-throw line. A little strong, though, on that attempt as Larkin comes up with it. Minute remaining in this one. 33 points, the difference. Here is Larkin. Travis, rather. He can shoot it. That one's off. Here comes Dukas. Leasting on him. Alex Dukas, the leading scorer for this Centre of Excellence team. Here's Talbot in the post. Neville on him. Bannon comes around the screen. Back out to Dennis, to Giddy. Running out of time here, and he's turned it over as Dylan Travis gets a hand in. Off to the races is Tim Leasting, who puts it in for 2. Athletic finish there from Tim Leasting. And this margin just continues to grow. The Falcons just stamping their authority all over this one. Dukas letting the shot clock wind down. The shot clock just behind the game clock. 7 left on that. Here's Dukas over to a wide open Keon Dennis, and he can't get it to go, but Giddy comes up with the offensive rebound. Another one for Bannon. Couple of opportunities result in 2 shots for Josh Bannon at the end of the third. So a chance for Bannon to bring it back to 33 points at the end of 3. Some good team rebounding from the COE is rewarded, but the Falcons are well and truly in control as we're going to have to wind the clock down here to put the right amount of time back on. I imagine there wouldn't have been much more than a second left on the clock. So now the waiting game is on as we try to press the stop button on the clock at exactly the right time. I've seen this one go wrong before. You never want to miss it and have to go all the way back through it again. Pressure is on. So we're nearly there now. There's 19 seconds to go as this stadium has just come to a standstill. Everyone's just standing around silently at the moment as we wait. So we've got 0.4 remaining on the clock. Some clutch work there on the score bench. They're a good bunch down here at Waverley, as Bannon misses the first one. Splits a pair, is Josh Bannon, and that'll do it for the end of 3 as Dylan Travis throws it up. That one
online. Too late though. So that's the end of 3. 82-49 here at the end of 1. The Waverley Falcons, a dominant display this afternoon, and they are well and truly in control at the end of 3. The COE have struggled this afternoon. Disappointing showing from them. Alex Dukas has been good, but a lot of the stats read in the way of the Falcons. 53% for them compared to just 35% from the field from the Basketball Australia Centre of Excellence, and 68% of twos have dropped as well for Waverley. So the shot selection has really been on point, illustrated by that stat. Assists, that's another interesting one as well. They've doubled them in assists, 20-10, moving the ball really effectively. And 10 steals in the game for the Falcons, pressing up on the young guards, creating some havoc in the fast break. Travis, the leading scorer, with 23. He was electric to open the game. Had 17 points in a matter of minutes, it seemed. Michael Harper had a big third period. Had 11 points in the third. 3 3-pointers, he's got 15. And DeAndre McWhorter yet to score in the third period, but gee, he was dominant in the second period especially. Drew 4 and 1 opportunities. Just remarkable, the big fella showing his strength there. Josh Giddy, the leading rebounder for the COE, with 7. A lot of height and length about him, especially as a point guard. Isaiah Lee leading the way with 2 assists, and Dylan Travis with 7 for Waverley. Benny Lewis as well with 5. He's been good. Has been able to divert to his teammates, especially in McWhorter and Travis. Has been quiet, but really only by necessity, you'd say, for Benny Lewis, as his teammates have been on fire. So we're just about set to go here for the start of the fourth period. What can the COE do here to respond? Hasn't gone their way this afternoon. The Falcons have got Dylan Larkin out there, Michael Harper, Tim Leasting to go along with their star duo of Dylan Travis and McWhorter. Here's Isaiah Lee for the Centre of Excellence. Hyungjung Lee back in as well for the COE. Keon Dennis. A couple of bench players in the game. Keon Dennis forcing the issue, and that'll be a foul on the Falcons. Foul on Dylan Travis. He's only got 2 to his name, though. Here is Lee. The Davidson commit. That one, though, no good. McWhorter comes up with a strong board, working on that double-double as DeAndre McWhorter. He's up to 9 rebounds. Travis comes around a couple of screens, picks up his dribble. Blake Jones right on him. Here's Tim Leasting. Driving left, taking a bit of contact. Good finish there from Tim Leasting. The outstretched arm of Hyungjung Lee didn't worry him. Well done there from the Waverley youngster. Here's Isaiah Lee, over to Lee. Couple of Lees out here for the Centre of Excellence. Now he can fire if he wants. Drives baseline, back to Dennis. Good ball movement from the COE, and Blake Jones just can't convert on that occasion. Leasting the opportunity to push the pace. Opts to hold it back out with Dylan Travis. Coming over the screen is Hunter Goodrick. He now takes Travis, working on an isolation opportunity. Back out to McWhorter. Shot clock winding down. Travis driving hard to the hoop. Back out to Larkin, who just in time lets it go. No good on that occasion, though. Here comes Isaiah Lee. He's pushing the pace now for the COE. A bit of back and forth action. Hyungjung Lee drives hard left. Just can't get it to go. But Goodrick fouled by Larkin. So Hunter Goodrick set to go to the line for 2 points. Hunter Goodrick remarkably yet to score in this game this afternoon, and he's been a star of this COE program this season, but hasn't been a great doubleheader for him this weekend. 5 points last night, and chance to get on the ball for the first time with a couple of shots here. As the first one drops for Goodrick. He goes 2 of 2 from the line. That'll feel good. Matthew Hancock coming back into the game, replacing Dylan Travis, who with 23 points to his name, you'd think probably won't see too many more minutes as this game continues. They can get some time into their bench. The likes of Tanny Puat on the bench, along with Andrew Nola. DeAndre McWhorter down low, blocked by Keon Dennis.
met a couple of centre of excellence defenders. Here is Dennis. He's driving straight into Tim Leasting, and he's turned it over. Leasting's hit the floor. Probably forced the issue a bit too much there, Keon Dennis. Looks a little sore, Leasting. He's okay, though. Harper asking for some help. Here is Harper. Keon Dennis keeping him honest. Out to Larkin. He's seen some good minutes this afternoon. Down to Mikorda in the post, just using his strength to muscle his way in. Another opportunity, gets it to go. DeAndre Mikorda. There's not a lot you can do when he gets in that situation. Keon Dennis, here's Lee. Down to Isaiah Lee. He drives hard to the ring. Comes off the side of the backboard though and manages to keep control of it, Isaiah Lee. Young Lee in the corner. Comes around, a nice little floater move, but he forced the deck. And Blake Jones comes up with it. Bit of chaos ball at the moment. There's been a foul call. I believe it'll be on Michael Harper. Third foul of the period on the Falcons as in checks Taron Armstrong for Isaiah Lee. And Tattersall and Banjo Talbot to come in. So a few changes here for the COE. Jones and Dennis head to the bench. So 36-point margin here. 7 minutes to go on this one. Could be a really big blowout win for the Falcons. What can the COE do here? Goodrick can't get it to go on that opportunity. Mikorda with a nice little over-the-head pass to keep it in. Here's Leasting. Hands it over to Hancock, who was a little to his right, though, and he just couldn't handle it on that occasion. Yet another substitution for the COE. They have bought 12 players here today to play this doubleheader, so plenty of options for them, and they should probably run out this game strong, you'd expect, though it has been a tough afternoon for them. Hyungjung Lee in the corner. Cross court to Taron Armstrong, who had to jump up to grab that one, and Bannon a little short on the low block jumper. So here come the Falcons. Matthew Hancock fronting the offense. Here's Larkin. Hands it off to Leasting. Lee got a hand in. Armstrong defending Leasting. Harper will let it fly. Hit 3 3-pointers in the third. No good on that occasion. Armstrong pushing ahead to Tattersall. Throws up the floater. Does Will Tattersall, and that drops for the COE. Much needed bucket for them. 6.5 minutes remaining here in the fourth period. And Lee comes to double Michael Harper. Pushing up are the COE, and Matthew Hancock has a wide open 3-pointer from the corner. Good passing there from the Falcons to force their way out of the double. Timeout, COE. And it's a 37-point game here with 6 minutes remaining. Remarkable performance by the Waverley Falcons. Certainly shown the younger COE opponents what they're capable of this afternoon. Dukas, the leading scorer for the COE with 18, has only had 2 points in this second half. Michael Harper done a pretty good job denying him. Travis still the leading scorer with 23, McWhorter with 16. And you expect we'll see a fair bit of action from the bench here as the game is well and truly out of reach for the centre of excellence. Falcons have hit 7 3-pointers, but have attempted 24 of them as well to get that. 16 turnovers in the game for the COE, and impressively, the Waverley Falcons, in contrast, have only turned it over 6 times in the whole game. So they have looked after the ball really well here. Additional to that as well, they've got 21 assists as a team compared to the COE's 11. And look, I think a lot of this credit goes down to Dylan Travis, who obviously handles the point guard position. It's been fabulous. Andrew Nola checking in for the first time this afternoon for the Falcons. Getting some minutes as Bannon to Tattersall. Over to Armstrong. Moving the ball are the COE as Bannon, a baseline jumper, no good. Larkin comes up with it. Hancock's ahead if he wants. He's pushing hard here, Dylan Larkin, and it's going to be a charging call. He's arguing that he was within the circle, but the referee saw it differently. Some nice aggression nonetheless from Dylan Larkin. Tim Leasting checking out, and Tenny Port coming into the game for the Falcons. They've emptied the bench at the moment. Neville and Larkin as well up there as Tattersall hits the corner three. So an impressive win from the Falcons, and their strong NBL1 campaign continues here with a pretty convincing home victory. Dean Neville fading away. Nice move. Lee comes down with the rebound though for the COE. Armstrong round the back to Lee. And Lee in transition lets it go. 3-pointer to Hyungjung Lee. Here's Tenny Port. Checked in just moments ago. Pushes off a little bit there and gets the jumper to go. Nice move, Tenny Port. His first points of the afternoon is here's Hyungjung Lee. Scored on the last possession. Armstrong will let it fly. Yet to hit a three this afternoon. Pretty lethal from that range is Dean Neville. Rejects it, but it goes straight back out to Taron Armstrong. Lee will let it fly in the corner. It's his second three in a row. Really impressive young man out of South Korea. Played really well in the FIBA Under-18 Asia Cup last year, which the Australians came away victors in. A couple of members of that team also here on this Centre of Excellence roster. Kuhn and Isaiah Lee were a part of it. And the Under-19 Worlds as well, coming up later this year. A few of these young men will get the chance to go represent their country on that world stage. Be fascinating to see how they do as Hyungjung Lee draws the foul. He'll go to the line for 3 shots. Tenny Port caught him there. Tim Leasting checking back in. He'll take out Hancock, so Waverley have emptied the bench here. Blake Jones comes into the game. And Keon Dennis comes in as well. Will be very interesting to see how the Australians go at the Under-19 World Cup. As the Crocs were at the Under-17s last year, came 6th. A few of those players will make the jump, I would imagine, in the 19s team. Leasting, wide open at the top, lets it fly, and it's good. Tim Leasting, his second 3-pointer of the game. Up to 10 points now, Tim Leasting. 4 of 5 today from the field. He's been good, Tim Leasting. Offers some great offense off the bench as Banjo Talbot gets the reverse lay-in to go. And it's a 28-point margin now, so the COE seem to be closing out strong. They've got a wealth of options off the bench. Hyungjung Lee has been good in his stint in this last period. Larkin. Here is Leasting. Hit a 3 on the last possession, and that one just a little to the left as Lee comes up with the rebound. Pushes it ahead to Keon Dennis. Passes it, yeah, he's turned it over there. So here goes Nola, and Larkin dunks it home. Dylan Larkin, that'll feel good. Waverley bench, very happy for the young man. And here's Lee on the wing. To Will Tattersall, who gets the 3-ball to drop. His second 3 of the last period. And with 2 minutes remaining in this one, the Falcons by 27 points. Chance to crack triple figures once again. Had 97 points last night against Ringwood, so certainly one of the better offensive teams in the NBL1 as Nola. The late shot clock 3 is no good. Hyung Jung Lee, another three-point attempt. That one, though, a little short. Leasting corrals the rebound. So the Falcons in a really good position here heading into round 7. Another home win as well for them against what could be one of their top 8 rivals in the COE. Here's Tenny Puot. Neville offers the screen. Pulls up. That's going to be a long 2. It's a bit short. Leasting another rebound. Rebound number 3 for him. Puot pulls up with the floater off the backboard. No good. Hyung Jung Lee gets the rebound. Minute and 11 seconds remaining here. Ahead to Keon Dennis. Back to Lee. Blake Jones can shoot, and he does. That one a little off. And Nola will grab the board for Waverley. So Dylan Travis has been the star in this one, undoubtedly. He set the tone in the first half, and that was the reason that Waverley were able to open up this match-winning lead. He finishes the game with 23 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists. He was outstanding. He had 21 points at half-time, so has only scored a bucket or 2 in this second half. DeAndre McWhorter as well was dominant. Just set the tone down low, and those two were the main reason why the Falcons were able to win by so much today. COE with a bit to think about. Alex Dukas was good. Had 18 points, but only 2 of them came in the second half. But nonetheless, I mean, what a weekend for Alex Dukas. He's got 49 points within 24 hours for the young man. Pretty impressive stuff. Meanwhile, Dylan Travis has 50 points in 24 hours, just doing one better as Puot steps back into a mid-range jumper. And that'll do it here at Waverley Basketball Stadium. The Waverley Falcons coming away victors 96-69. What a performance from the home side. Announced themselves early in the game with the play of Travis and McWhorter. McWhorter was dominant down low, showing his strength against the younger COE defenders. The Falcons improved to 2 games above 500 here, 5-3 now. They'll move up into the standings. They were in 6th place prior to this game. Meanwhile, the COE drop a game below 500. They'll be back to 4-5. Couple of losses for them. A double-header this weekend resulted in no wins for them. Lost to Knox last night by 10, but disappointing performance from them. They'll head back up to the Centre of Excellence in Canberra, and they'll work on things there as the Falcons now meet in the middle of the court. Great start to the NBL1 season for them. Mike Bullock will be happy. The coaching staff will be happy. McWhorter's been a great pickup for them as they move their circle just a little bit over so the COE can do their warm down. Well, that's all we've got time for here at Waverley Basketball Stadium. My name is Liam Ellison. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast. It was a dominant performance from the Waverley Falcons, seeing them come away 27-point victors here at Waverley Basketball Stadium. Thanks for tuning in.